and
Alright everybody, welcome back to our Genshin Impact, which has been a hot minute since we streamed Genshin, but our Genshin Impact live playthrough, and today we're going to do the Skirk questline. It's been a while since we did like one of these like character questline things, and it's been a minute. It's been a minute since I actually like sat down and played any story related thing with Genshin, to be honest with you. So it's just one of those things where I'm like, I don't know, man. I really didn't like Natlan, so like I got so tainted in my view. But Skirk's story is very interesting, so I'm very interested to see how it kind of plays out. So before we get started, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that good jazz. Let's just jump right to it. So quick thing before we kind of jump into it. So when I started the actual quest, Paimon sounded really far away, and she's kind of concerned if we're okay. So we are going to go to Baiju to see how things are working. Like, cause like clearly like something is up. Like that's pretty much like the main thing is like Paimon's a little concerned about us, and are we going to be, I guess, okay. All right, so. Also, we're going to be trying to pull for her throughout this whole thing, so we're going to see how this goes, because honestly, we are guaranteed, that much we know. We are definitely guaranteed. The real problem is, even though we're guaranteed, we're like only like 30 pulls in or something. So, we're going to see how this goes. Okay. So, let's do some stuff here. Okay. Let's actually see how many pulls we're in, right? Let's take a quick look. So we are guaranteed because we did lose the 50-50. So 5, and we pulled no times today. So 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 5, 6, 7, 48. Okay. It's 40... Okay. Okay, that's not too bad. 45-ish. Like, we're halfway there. Yeah, it's gonna have to be an early pull for us for this. I just think that unfortunately it's gonna be the harsh reality of like, yeah, we're gonna have to get some luck. We're gonna definitely have to get some luck here. So, all right, let's just jump right into it. And we'll pull a little bit. Because I know we have a poll. I also know we get 5 polls on Tuesday because the month resets, and then I know the challenge dungeon for the theater thing resets. So we do have time. We have 9 days, so we have more than a week. If I do her quest line, it gives me another 60 plus whatever gems we get on the quest line. So I mean, it's doable. It's definitely doable. Whether it's going to be feasible or likely is a different conversation.
Baiju wasn't in his shop.
I love this new Paimon.
Oh, you're looking for Dr. Baiju.
I love this new Paimon.
He's resting today, but he said to send any patients to the back room.
Ah, okay. Thanks. We'll head on through.
Back room. Oh. Okay. Oh, the snake's not voiced.
Traveler, Paimon, welcome. What can I do for you?
I guess I'm voicing the snake.
It's the Traveler. He looks absolutely beat these days. He has these huge dark circles around his eyes, like he hasn't slept a wink. And he keeps spacing out. You have to call his name several times before he snaps out of it. What do you think it is? Is he sick?
Oh, it's depression and prone to sickness? I find it surprising. I mean, I think I'm just tired.
Peculiar.
And exhausted.
In all the time we've been acquainted, this is the first time you've come to me with a health complaint. Come, let me take a look at you.
Okay, Paimon does not like that expression, Baiju. It's not serious, is it?
Complexion is good, eyes are clear, breathing is steady, pulse is strong. Physically, you appear to be in good condition, traveler. In theory, your energy level should reflect that. You should be feeling right as rain.
Yeah, but I feel not.
Hence my concern. A clean bill of health is usually a good thing, but in this case, it likely means your situation is more complicated. Physical illnesses come with detectable symptoms that can be used to diagnose, medicate, and cure the condition. But afflictions of a non-physical nature, they fall outside a doctor's realm of expertise.
Not really.
Huh? What do you mean, non-physical
Could be
nature?
psych.
Curses, dark magic, it's hard
I
to
mean,
say.
yeah, I guess so.
It could just as easily be a simple
Are we
case
going to
of
music
mental
game?
fatigue. Why don't you rest here for a bit? Whatever it is we're dealing with, clues to your condition are
Hey,
sure
music
to
everywhere.
reveal themselves in time. Once we know the root cause, we can administer the right treatment.
See my fair share of mental afflictions to start with. Some calming incense, a good night's sleep, and a good meal would do
In the
the world of
meantime,
good.
Chongsheng and I will review the relevant literature for afflictions that present with mental fatigue.
So, we're not experts in this kind of thing. I say we should strongly consider calling a specialist as soon as possible.
Oh, must be a rare condition if not even Baiju and Changsheng have seen it before.
I think I'm just tired,
All
bro.
we can do is take their advice. You look like you're about to collapse anyway. Just get some rest.
I just
Paimon will
like
be right here
Paimon
by
now.
your side.
Like, I genuinely like
Promise
Paimon
to be
now.
all better when you wake up.
Because it's not such an annoying voice anymore. Crystallina chapter act. Alright, let's rest. Okay, this is the abyss, right? Feels more real than a dream, too chilling to be real life. Breath freezes in my throat before I can exhale. It feels like my soul has been wrenched from my body and thrust into this strange, unfamiliar space. Whatever direction I look in, there's no end in sight, and worse than that, I think there's something in the fog following me like a shadow. If this is a dream, how long till I wake up? And if it's not, then where in the world am I? Oof! What in the... So you just pierced through the fog and stabbed me in the back, but there's no blood. Okay, hold on a second. So Genshin announced that, like, you know, the voice actors for Lamine and Aether came back. What do they do? Honestly, they never voiced... This is the perfect time for him to be voiced. And yet he's not. And he's voiced. I don't get it. The strange light coming from the wound. I see this familiar looking spike retreating back to darkness. Deep inside, it feels like a part of me is missing, and now another wave of fatigue is washing over me. Like, honestly, I'm just so confused.
Traveler! Traveler! Rise and shine! Time to wake up! For once, you're making Paimon look like an early riser. It's already afternoon. Hopefully all that sleep did you some good. Feeling any better? A cut? What? Did you scratch yourself in your sleep? Alright, let Paimon take a look.
Come on, Paimon. Help me out here.
Nope, nothing there. Wait, did you have a nightmare? Okay, don't panic. Paimon heard that dreams tell us what we need by showing us the opposite. So, if you had a nightmare, maybe all you need is something to cheer you up. Come on, Paimon will treat you to something yummy.
Oh, that's the voice in that I see everybody always, like, I guess, bringing up when they talk about the new voice actress. I love it. I love it. I can actually not want to skip every single time Paimon talks.
What? So, in this dream, you were trapped in a weird place with thick fog everywhere.
Like,
and then a spike came out of
I
nowhere
agree.
and
No,
stabbed you
she's
in the
wonderful.
back? Oh. Okay, well, that's a new one. Are you sure it was a dream? Because from the way you describe it, it sounds like you were really there.
I mean, clearly I wasn't.
But then again, you woke up
Oh yeah,
right
much
when you
better.
went to bed.
Absolutely.
And you were definitely in a deep sleep this morning.
I don't know what to make of it either.
Then it's decided. Paimon will stay up and watch over you tonight. If anyone tries to mess with you, Paimon will beat him up. Or, wake you up first, and then we can beat him up together.
But once in a while, this is a way of putting me at ease. But I saw still probably the dream was so chilling, and it almost feels like there was something watching me from some corner of the world even now. Something stabbed me in the dream, but when I woke up, there was no wound. So if I focus on that area, I have a vague aching.
Something is missing.
Did you just say something?
You heard that too?
The flesh remains whole, but the soul is incomplete. Left unresolved, the mind will wither away along with it.
Ah, what the? Wait. Paimon remembers you.
Skirk!
Child's master.
Skirk.
Right. What are you doing here? The last time we saw you was at the Primordial
I was gonna say.
Fontaine, right?
Like, we saw her, like, under, like,
Never
serious
wondered
conditions.
where you went after that. Child's been looking everywhere for you, by the way. What brings you to Wanmean Restaurant of all places? You came here looking for us? And were you the one behind that hocus pocus just now?
Tell me, what is it that you saw? Tight-lipped, huh? I suppose that's fair. You, I'll take a glass of wine.
Hmm? Oh, of course. Coming right up. We make this one in-house. It's not too strong. Enjoy.
Chef Mao, I'll take a grilled tiger
Imagine
fish over
she's
here.
just like, not too strong. I didn't
Coming
want
right
this
up.
garbage.
If I knew we'd be this busy, I wouldn't have approved Shenhe's vacation.
At the end of the day, what happens to you is of little consequence to me. I'm not here to try and win you over. Trust me or not, the choice is yours. If you want my help, now's the time to speak up. You have until I finish my drink. I was investigating an abyssal disturbance in the area and happened to notice you. Part of your soul is damaged, and the wound bears traces of abyssal corrosion. Need I say more?
Neither of those things sound good.
I mean, she was like in the abyss like this very long time, right? Like, yeah, I bet she could tell what happened to me. I don't know what her goal is, but I mean, she's not a harbinger.
Should we trust
She's
her?
just child's master. I think those are two very different things.
She mentioned an abyssal disturbance. Maybe that has something to do with what's going on with you. But we could always find a different expert on the abyss to help us out.
Not a short notice.
Yeah, and that thing she said about your soul being damaged is scaring, Paimon. Definitely something we should fix sooner rather than later. Skirk's an interesting one, that's for sure. But from what Child's told us, she doesn't seem...
I was gonna say, like, I don't think she cares. Like, she's just whatever.
1, 2, 7, 10. That'll do. Well, have you made up your mind?
What I saw was a dark space shrouded in dense fog that I couldn't disperse. You give a brief description of your dream. Oh my god, I
So
can't read.
that's all we know, Miss Skirk. Ma'am, can you help us?
Ma'am?
So, you couldn't disperse the fog. I understand. Come find me in the Guili Plains when you're done here. Oh, and I left cash for the drink on the table. Settle the bill for me, will you?
Oh, okay. Huh? She disappeared.
Huh. So you finish the meal and go settle the bill.
Wait, hold on. You overpaid. Here's your change.
Oh, no. This includes the drink, so it should be the right amount.
I didn't think you two ordered a drink.
We didn't. It was that lady you came and sat with us, remember? You brought it out to her yourself.
You sure? I could have sworn there were only 2 of
Interesting.
you at that table.
What?
What'd you put in their dish, Chef Mao? Some kind of hallucinogenic mushroom? You got them seeing things.
Seeing things? Wait, so neither of you noticed her? Young lady? About this tall? Wearing a purple dress?
Isn't her dress white?
She ordered a glass of wine!
Oh, now you mention it, that vaguely rings a bell. And it looks like I did open the wine jar, so it must have just slipped my mind. In any case, that settles your bill. Come again soon.
Yeah, check please.
Coming!
You tell me they could have voiced Lan?
Okay, what was
We
going
have
on
a
there?
specific
I
voice
thought
actress
we
for
were
Lan?
being
Are you
very
serious?
loud. Even Paimon was half convinced we hallucinated the whole thing. But that Mora she left for us was definitely real. Oh, this whole
She probably has,
situation
like, a
is
weird
gonna put
aura.
on the creeps. But anyway, she told us to head to the Guili Plains, right? Let's not keep her waiting.
Yeah, let's go. Interesting. Give me like a moment to... There we go. Good. What is this quest actually called? There's Betwixt Stars and Night. That's what I wanted to change it to. So, okay. Yeah, she must have, like, some kind of, like, aura, like... I mean, she's gotta have, like, this, like, aura that maybe is, like, in, like, abyssal energy or something. Like... I have no idea. Alright. Let's go... here. Okay. We'll go here. And we'll do boom, boom, boom.
Whoa, what are all these rift hounds doing here? Huh, looks like they're collecting something. Oh, let's go check it out.
Stray clouds converge!
Alright, let's do...
Shower me with praise! Time to shine!
Let's go here.
Have fun with this gift!
Useless. Eagle conquering. Many.
Perfect. Nice and easy.
So, this is what they were collecting. It looks kind of like... yeah... What is going on here?
From the moment they are born, all beings with great power have an impact on this world. Even if their body is sundered and their soul extinguished, their influence remains. Gods are the most common example of that. The remnants of gods who fell thousands of years ago remain buried deep within the earth, carrying within them a warped will and a dark curse. Together, these remnants form what you call god remains. And it appears that some of those sealed here were dug up and removed. There are traces left, but they're fading fast. Ugh. What are you doing?
Nothing! Just wanted to make sure you were... real? She's definitely not a ghost traveler. Paimon poked her, and she's solid.
She's solid. So yeah, I feel like you weren't there.
hangs in the balance, and that's what you're fixated on? Strange set of priorities. It was just a trick to avoid being perceived. If someone notices me, those memories are erased. Simple as that. Unlike you, I have no desire to establish a connection with the world. The weak and the lowly have no right to remember me. They're lucky they only have a few missing memories to show for it. Now, can we please get back on track?
Okay. Where were we? Right. The god remains. So, basically, there's now less of them here than there used to be, right? Isn't that a good thing? In our experience, god remains are 100% bad news. A lot of terrible things have happened because of them.
Maybe it's a good thing by
Yeah.
human standards, but power doesn't come from nothing, and it doesn't just disappear for no reason. The remains aren't just gone. They were taken. Very clever, Traveler. You aren't the only one who had something taken from you. There are victims like you everywhere. The only difference being, you can speak, and the remains cannot. So it went unnoticed. Something similar happened in Sumeru. Within the span of one night, countless consecrated beasts were slaughtered, and a large amount of the god remains buried in the desert went missing. Of course, god remains are just one of the targets. The culprit is chipping away at sources of power all over this world, including the Stella Fortuna above.
Wait, you mean the stars?
Mm-hmm. 42 of them have died out in the past few months alone. In Conria, people believed that powerful individuals have corresponding Stella Fortuna. Even should that individual fall, their Stella Fortuna would not disappear, but gradually evolve into a new constellation.
Conria, people believe that powerful individuals have corresponding Stella Fortuna. That should fall. Interesting. Is that why we can, like, change it for another poll? That's very interesting.
Yet now, stars are disappearing from the skies entirely.
Huh. That's very
and
cool.
It's not hard to deduce what's happening to the power they contain. Something has been leeching power from this world, like a parasite steals nutrients from a host. And now, it's no longer satisfied with the remains of the dead. It wants you. This time, it only took a fragment of your soul. But next time, there's no telling how far it could go. No one knows. All I know for certain is this. Getting back what you lost will not be easy. Considering how much power this entity has stolen, it must be a god-level being by now at least. But that's not the real concern. Souls are fragile things, and yours could easily be crushed if you go up against it.
So you're gonna help us, right?
We're going to help each other. You are my ticket to uncovering this thing's true identity.
Well, great! You seem super strong, and you know a lot about the Abyss, so Paimon will take it.
Don't get all mushy.
I mean...
All I'm doing is helping you get back to normal after a sudden crisis. And I should warn you, getting mixed up with me can have unforeseen consequences. We're on very different journeys. You don't want to be in my debt, trust me. You help me uncover the truth behind this entity, and I'll help you recover what you lost. This is a transaction, that's all. You would do well to remember that.
Damn.
Now, come along.
I'm so for her. She's so cool.
Yeesh. You'd think she'd be a little friendlier since she's agreed to help us. But nope, she's just like when we met her in the Primordial Sea.
Why would she be friendlier, bro? We need her help. She doesn't need to be friendly to us.
Friendship. What she does deserve is a super embarrassing nickname.
God damn it, Paimon. I'm about to die.
Paimon's got it. Frosty the Lavender Melon. Serves that ice queen right. Anyway, the important thing is that we get that piece of your soul back. So, let's follow her and see what sort of plan she's got.
Alright. Let's pull, because I think we have enough for a pull, right? We do. Please! God damn it. This is gonna suck. This grind is gonna suck. Alright, 45. I did the Abyss. I did the stupid boss thing. I did the stupid little theater thing. There's not really much more I can do. The whole event's done.
Whoa! This place is way bigger than Paimon expected. Where are we?
This is where I live. I suppose it's the closest thing I have to a home here. It is. I brought you here because time flows differently in this place. I don't know how much Ajax has told you, but when he fell into this space, I mentored him for 3 months. In that time, only 3 days passed in the outside world.
Ajax. Oh, right! That's Child's real name!
Yeah, I totally forgot the child's name is Ajax.
Paimon remembers him mentioning something like that. So, a month here is equivalent to 1 day in the outside world? That should mean we're safe from that power-hungry soul snatcher for now, right?
A little bit.
Yes, well, I didn't bring you here just to show you around. In the outside world, the Traveler could be attacked at any moment. But coming here has bought us quite a bit of time. Now, we just need to figure out how to investigate that place you saw. The one full of fog. Both your description and the abyssal disturbance I felt point to that space having some connection to the abyss.
I mean, yeah, very much looks like the
Even be a
abyss.
domain similar to this one.
It does
The
look a little
thief
bit
who
like this
stole
one.
that fragment of your soul is hiding there. But the abyss is a chaotic and turbulent place. If we want to pinpoint their location, we need to see what that space looks like without the fog. Abyssal power can grant a special form of sight. Have you ever wielded abyssal power before?
Not that I am aware of.
Okay. Do you plan to learn?
I'm kind of at odds with the abyss.
That tracks. All the information you have suggests the abyss is something sinister. And that abyssal power is a wild and dangerous force that always
I was gonna
spells
say, it's
disaster.
probably not.
And you're saying that's not true?
Depends on your perspective. Floods and hurricanes take countless lives too. But if one day you gain the power to control them, what was once a calamity is now just another tool in your arsenal. I'll respect your opinion though. Just means we have to turn to the second best option.
Which is?
A little abyss crystal that contains my power. Wear it on your head, and we'll be able to perform dream mirroring when we fall asleep.
Dream mirroring?
It means experiencing whatever the other person is dreaming.
Oh, that's interesting.
Everything they see, think, and feel. Since you haven't studied the art of using abyssal power, and have no plans to jump in the deep end right now, I'll have to do the investigating for you, with dream mirroring, every time you slip into a deep sleep. I'll see with my own eyes whatever scene plays out in your mind. Then, I can guide you through the dream environment, and we'll take back what was stolen from you.
Huh. You make it sound so simple.
Tough to say. This is an unprecedented situation for both of us. Even assuming we do manage to find where this entity is hiding, like I said, getting your soul fragment back won't be easy. To play it safe, I need to give you some special training first.
Wait, you're gonna teach him some of your martial arts? Does that mean the next time we see Child, we have to treat him like our senior?
Do as you want.
Listen, we're not doing anything
For
with
my
Child.
part,
I
see
still
you as
hate
my
Child.
disciples.
I know everybody likes Child.
You're already a pretty good
Or a
fighter.
lot of people like Child. I
All
just
I'm
hate
planning
the
to do
dude
is
so damn
build on
much.
your current skills and train you for the specific scenarios that I think we might face. But that's enough talk. If you're ready to do this, then come with me. Time might be more lenient here, but that's no excuse to waste it.
Oh, she moves fast.
I mean,
Paimon can hardly keep up with her. So, special training, huh? Kind of a rare opportunity. With your skills, there's not a lot of people qualified to train you. The last time something like this happened was probably anti-Raiden Shogun
I was
training,
gonna say,
right?
yeah, probably.
Oh, feels like a lifetime ago.
It was like 3
Skirk
years
seems
ago.
pretty strong too, though. You remember
Right?
how
'Cause that
she
was
said that the
all
devouring
Natlin, all
narwhal was
Fontaine,
just
all
her
Sumer,
master's
yeah.
pet? Maybe we really will learn something here.
I mean, the Narwhal's kind of a bitch, though. Hell yeah, give me my 4 purple books. Stupid. Alright. Alright, give me my primo jumps for the dailies. I also know, actually, if we get to 80, let me do We're currently in a special story mode. I don't want to leave actually. I just want to do. Because the thing is actually, if we upgrade an artifact a few times, we actually can get another. I never got the Traveler to 90. I couldn't care less about the Traveler. Like, I really couldn't. Alright. Right. That was the biggest issue I had with him, was like, there's no, Gotcha. There was, a solid piece that dropped. Yeah, I think... Does he not use Animo? He uses... I guess he doesn't really do that much damage, right? I guess so. I mean... The real problem is, like, yeah, that came out like trash. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get this thing up by 3. We'll do this real quick, actually. And that should get us here. But more importantly, accumulate. Let's see. What? Oh! That's what it was. Okay, gotcha. I was very confused for a second. I forgot what it was called. Alright. May consume dust of alignment to reallocate the... Most like 2 more... Formation will at minimum. Got it. Alright. Let's do it. Let's do some training.
Ready?
Born ready.
Bring it on!
Your training will be split into 3 stages. Testing your blade work, elemental abilities, and reasoning skills. We'll start with blade work. You're no rookie in this area, so I won't bore you with the basics. During your long journey, you've no doubt sparred with a lot of talented sword fighters.
Including your
Consciously or not,
protege.
you've picked up all kinds of techniques from them.
You bet. There's Kaya, Master Jean, Kuching. Oh, and Kazuha, Ayaka. Yeah, we've met sword masters like you in every nation we've been through.
I don't know if we compare Skirk to Master Jean or Kaya. I'm just saying. I think that's a little bit of an exaggeration.
Don't get too smug. In sword fighting, techniques alone are not enough. You need a cohesive system to bring it all together. A style or school of fighting. To use the human body as an analogy, your style is your skeleton, the foundation, the framework. Techniques are the muscles and other flesh attached to the bones. This is where your strength comes from. Improving your sword fighting is like growing that body. If your frame got bigger and taller, but you didn't add any muscle mass, you'd be weak and flimsy. Then again, if you packed on pounds of flesh without a big enough frame to support it, you'd end up bloated and unwieldy.
Yeah, I mean, makes sense. That's actually
You
a
need
solid
to do
analogy.
some introspection. Take a good, hard look at your past experiences and figure out which parts of what you've learned are just techniques, and which parts can be used to form your own system of blade work. Only then will you get the full utility out of all your thoughts and observations along the way. Only then will every strike you deliver make perfect sense.
Wait, is that it? Paimon thought you were gonna teach him some cool new moves. Like when you went swoosh and opened a tunnel to another place.
One day, You'll reach a new level of power where you realize that even that's as basic a trick as any other. But right now, our sword styles are so wildly different that teaching you mere techniques is pointless. There are no shortcuts in the pursuit of power. Failure is your best teacher, and rigor is your coursework. That's all I have to say. Time to make a start. Train until you're satisfied with yourself. Now focus. Destroy the crystal columns as swiftly as you can.
Oh, this is making Paimon's head spin. Hang in there, traveler!
900. There's no way I'm actually doing 900, right? Like, yeah, I was gonna say, there's no way. That'd be wild.
Go!
Alright. Alright.
Stay calm. Use your head. You have to keep it together.
Okay. Oh my god. I like how they're just shut on the sidelines. Alright. This is to transform a whole new sword work. Same techniques are, but now they're having different effects. So if I unlock the hidden door in my mind. I don't actually ever use Traveler, so like, was that a different like charge attack? So I don't think I ever used Traveler.
This moment will be frozen in time.
Cut to the chase.
Consider a moment of true mastery that you've witnessed in another person and ask yourself, what lies beneath the surface? What's their guiding philosophy? What's their state of mind as they maneuver their weapon? Now take that and practice it right away with speed, skill, and strength, over and over, until your hand is one with your mind. This is the only path to true growth.
Step on up. Dance with the waves.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't. Kaz is the only one that I would probably agree out of all of those, like. Ayaka's the one that comes to my mind when I think about Master Swordsman.
If you start to tire, empty your mind, but do not stop. Stay in that frame of mind as you keep up the fight. Get rid of all redundant movements. Imagine your sword is an extension of your own body. Wield it just as you wield your arms, hands, and fingers.
'Twas on a deserted, moonlit night that the hero approached the vile dragon's limpid lair. Ring cutter! Feathers fleeting wet. The
Yeah.
white heron treads water.
A sight without flaw. Master of Inazuma Kamisato art Tachijutsu.
Yeah, Ayaka's the one I think that's in my mind. Maybe Ayato, but not really. No weapon can contain all its power. I'm in the zone, limitless power surging through me. There you go. So swim until you exhausted every ounce of your energy.
Looks like you've made some real progress. That concludes your training session.
Awesome! Paimon knew you could do it!
How do you feel? As you should be.
I mean,
Time
I'm
flies when
exhausted,
you're
but
training
whatever.
hard. You've actually been going for several days now with no rest.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Paimon's had a whole bunch of naps. But you were so focused, she didn't want to interrupt.
Bunch of days here or bunch of days there?
Go get some
It's
sleep.
bunch of days here.
We'll be doing the same very soon. Let's hope you see that foggy place in your dream, so I can get this investigation over and done with.
She's like, listen, I don't want to deal with this. I just want to get this over with.
Sometimes you have to practice a single movement 1 million, maybe 10 million times before the breakthrough moment comes. Nothing in the outside world can help you in this process. The most important thing is to remain patient.
Thanks. Whatever you say, Skirk, bro. Alright. Let's rest at the camp. I don't know why we didn't go to like Mitsuki right after. Like, does she do like sleep analysis and stuff? Like, right? Like, what is this place? I've been pulled back into the place again, but Skirk said the dream mirroring would kick in when I fall asleep, so why am I back here? No, I'm close to expecting this isn't the same dream as last time. It's dark and gloomy, but there isn't a chilling fog that made my hair stand on end. Hold on, if dream mirroring is a two-way process, maybe I'm seeing inside her mind while she's exploring mine? This is her in her world. It's pretty bleak. I can occasionally make out the sound of flowing stream. Other than that, it's so empty. What's that? A strange looking creature, where it come from? I think it wants me to follow it. Might as well see where it leads.
Skirk, why are you skipping classes again? We've talked about
Is this her master?
Cause he's a crabby old man. And he's a boring old man. I don't like going to his classes.
That's kind of funny.
Excuse me. You shouldn't talk about your teacher like that.
Oh,
it's
no.
very disrespectful.
It's like her mom or something.
Alright, let's not get into a big fight about this. Skirk's learned what she needs. There's no point forcing her to sit through more classes if she doesn't want to be there. But I'd still love to hear about what you got up to yesterday. Why don't you tell your dad all about it?
I went diving and I saw this huge fish. I never knew they could get that big. It looked kind of dumb though with that stupid big fat head. I tried to shake its fin, but it just spat water at me.
It's funny.
Oh, and today I'm gonna go to that prairie up north. There's supposed to be this giant bird there that can spit fire. I bet if I climbed on its back, it could fly me all the way to the stars.
Then I suppose your old dad should get one as a pet too. Otherwise, how are you gonna hear me call you for dinner up there in the stars?
When it's time to eat, I'll come back on my own, Zilly. Anyway, gotta go. Bye, Mom. Bye, Dad.
Wait! Put on a coat at least. You'll catch a
It's
cold.
wild that she's
I'm
like,
talking to you, young lady.
if she's like that as a kid and now she's like what she is now, it's just
spoil that
insane.
child, you know. Ever since that merchant ship arrived, she practically lives outside. Always going on about exploring the beyond one day, whatever that means.
Ah, let the kid do what makes her happy. Besides, we both know you're all bark and no bite. Come on, our little adventurer's gonna be hungry when she gets back. Let's get started on dinner.
Huh. Interesting. I'm out. So, hold on. So, okay. I thought her dad was her master, but it's not, I guess? Like, right? Like, it's clearly not. So, I don't know anymore. I was very much under the impression that the master was her dad, but I guess not. Alright.
The stars shimmer high above. But what lies beyond the stars? Mountains as far as the eye can see? An endless snowy plain? Or maybe buildings taller than the sky, like the people from the merchant ship said? Can't be the only one asking these questions. The universe is fascinating. If only I could meet some other people like me. We could set sail together and explore every corner of the world. I'm sick of being a kid. There's so many amazing things out there. I'm ready to see them all. But for now, I'm starving. Better get back.
Alright. What's over there? Something's going on.
Don't let a single one of them get away!
No, please, spare the children. Stay back.
They're coming!
Jeez.
Eliminate the threat. Take them down.
Don't be scared.
This way!
We'll never make it!
Fire. There's fire everywhere. What happened?
I told you we shouldn't have trusted these outsiders!
Why are you doing this? What did we do to deserve this? We welcomed you with our finest food and drink. Showed you the best our home has to offer. Gifted you cloth dyed by our own hands. And this is how you treat us?
Run! Save yourselves!
Jesus, these guys are getting destroyed.
Captain, Zone 3 is clear and we have Zone 2 surrounded.
Begin extermination. Remember the orders from upper command. No one is to be left alive.
Rest assured, sir. We have enough munitions to annihilate these savages and burn their entire civilization to the ground.
Jesus.
Good. The only ones who put up a real fight are that man and his wife, correct? What's their status?
We shot the man in the ankles and the wife broke her wrist attempting to fight back. They won't be doing much more fighting. They're holed up in their home for now, but they won't last long.
Jesus.
To prevent them from making
This got so real.
Stand, we're planning to clear out the other zones first so we can send a bigger squadron to surround them.
Damn, how strong are these two?
Well, turns out some of these beasts do know how to use their claws. Now the threat these savages pose will be undeniable. Let them cling to what's left of their lives for a little longer. Once the other zones are cleared, I'll cut off their heads myself.
This is getting real. It smells like something's burning. What's going on?
Dad? Mom?
Skirk, you're all right? Thank heavens.
I'm so happy to see you, sweet girl. But you need to go. It isn't safe here. They'll be back any second.
What happened? You're bleeding a lot. Dad? Mom?
This is the place. Alert all units. Prepare to surround.
Run, Skirk! Run as far away as you can. Don't trust anyone. Your dad and I, we're not afraid to stare death in the face, but we need you to survive. My clever girl, so curious. You're already so brave. I know you're going to grow up to be such a positive light in this world.
Whenever you miss us, just play this song. Remember, life is a gift. Don't let darkness claim it.
Break down the door.
This is like brutal.
We have here a savage that can pluck a tune. Well,
This is literally like the most savage thing I think we've seen in all of Genshin. Like the Hill Troll stuff was sad, but like this is just brutal.
Stop singing! Shut it! I said shut it or I'll make
I mean, obviously they kind of skimped out and gave me like a bunch of just like shadows of people, but like I want like an actual cutscene. But yeah, they won't do that. What? Yo, I'm here for this.
Oh, you're awake. I found a few clues while you were asleep, but it's only a start. Now, time for the second stage of your training. This time, the focus is elemental energy. Come find me when you're ready to begin.
Damn. Didn't know homie just had a guitar just chilling. There's so many like little, those like little quests. They just take forever to do is the problem, really. Alright.
Man, staying in the abyss feels so surreal, don't you think? No day and no night. It's like time hardly exists. If we weren't careful to keep track, it feels like we'd have no idea how long we've even been here. Well, except for the fact that Paimon still gets hungry like clockwork.
Wow.
You go do your training. Paimon's gonna grab a bite.
Wow. You got it, Paimon. Alright, I'm
The
ready.
way I see it, the pursuit of power is divided into 3 stages. The first is mastering the use of standard weapons. Next is learning how to harness natural energy. And after that, you're free to challenge even higher dimensions. The natural energy of Teyvat is, of course, elemental energy. But that's not my area of expertise. I draw from a different source of power.
So, the abyss.
Abyssal power.
Yep.
Yes. Also known as the power of the Void Realm. My master, Sertologi, is a true expert in that area. After all, he was one of the group of 5 that infamously stole the all-encompassing power of the Abyss. An act for which the people of Conria gave them the epithet, the 5 Sinners. The elemental energy of Teyvat, on the other hand, is derived from the power of the Light Realm. These 2 forms of energy exist in direct opposition to each other. Suffice to say, there's not much I can teach you this time.
It almost seems related to crime in some way. But
A keen observation, traveler. Call it respecting local norms. The Abyss stands in direct conflict with the will of this world. So, to make my life easier, I disguise my power to make it appear cryo-like in nature. It's a technique I learned from some Conrian ruins, known as the Seven Shifting Serpent. If you ever change your mind about delving into abyssal power, I can teach it to you.
I mean, I have the ability to purify this.
So I've heard. You seem to have a knack for removing abyssal power. But is purification really what's going on there? Like I said, power does not simply disappear.
So what are you trying to say?
Just thinking out loud.
Yeah, probably he's
Let's
absorbing
focus on
it,
your
if anything.
elemental training. That's what's gonna help.
I always
us
thought
if
he
the
absorbed
situation
it, to
gets
be honest.
tricky.
I never thought he
True
purified it.
growth
I always said it
comes
went to
from
him.
adversity, but only if you make the choice to pick yourself up again every time you fall. So, it's time to push yourself to the limit, and then keep pushing. This is the only way to advance at pace. Use
Alright.
the power of Animo to clear the field as fast as you can.
Wind blade. With the wind.
Why doesn't he get like a little cutscene thing? When he ults, like he is a 5-star technically, right? Like realistically.
Wind blade.
Alright.
Observe your surroundings. Look for things you can use to tilt the scales of success in your favor.
Wind blade. Disappear.
Here we go.
With the wind.
Alright. Train almost rise 1 by 1, ending with Hydro. I
Use
wonder.
the power of Hydro to destroy the spikes.
I wonder, would it gone to Pyro? Because I don't have Pyro.
Don't give them a chance to strike you. You need to be quicker than you were in your dream. You can't afford another injury like that.
Water jet.
Alright. Okay.
Water jet.
Oh wow. Oh my god, I can't shoot anything. Oh my god, I want to cool down. That was so stupid. Alright. Interesting. Why not Pyro?
You need to understand what makes you special. The ability to wield elemental energy without a vision and switch
I shouldn't
between
ask,
elements
because I should just first find out
It
how
means
Pyro
your
works.
aspirations need no approval from the gods. Your power is not bound by the rules of this world. So be bold. Do not be afraid to chart your own path.
Feel the power of the elements. Sometimes it's peaceful to flow extreme, other times surging like a raging river. It's bad, I can almost hear their voices, but it's not like some wild beast battling for me. It's more like saying hello to an old friend.
Very good. It seems you've reached a deeper level of connection with the elements.
I'm exhausted.
Long enough for you to lose yourself in your training, which is a good sign. Relentless practice with the elements has drained all your strength, but it's also what allowed you to make progress. Get some rest. When you wake up, we'll proceed to the final stage of your training.
Thanks. Alright. Let's go through here. So we'll go here. And we'll rest up. I don't know, man. It still bothers me that Traveler doesn't talk. Except for, like, randomly whenever the game decides to talk. It's this place again. Did you bring me here? Alright. Alright, back to Skirk's little inner world here. Some more trauma cutscenes?
What is the secret to power? Longing. Hatred. Self-preservation. No. It is fear. The fear of losing those you love. The fear of watching your home burn. Fear of loneliness. Fear of death. Fear is the source of evolution. It forces humanity to adapt to their environment and overcome hardship.
Yeah, I wish it wasn't Shadows either. It's like low-key kind of lame.
That we surpassed first ourselves and then the rest of the world. That fear is now part of you. It calls on you to evolve. And it is time to answer.
Like, I just wish it was just like, I don't know, like not... I don't know.
Any minute spent
I feel like it's such a cop-out.
Practice your sword work instead. Do not make me tell you twice.
But, Master, I can barely lift the sword anymore. If I keep going, I feel like my wrist is going to break.
So it has not broken yet.
I mean, that's solid.
Then pick up your sword and keep practicing until it breaks. I want to hear the cracking and splintering of bone.
Jesus.
After all, bones can always be reset.
Damn. Yo, homegirl trained, bro. Homegirl was trained. Jesus. That's wild. Yeah, no, I think she probably had the worst upbringing of everybody. I don't know. I mean, granted, that's why she's broken, right?
Once again, you survived. How do you feel?
Cold and pain.
These are signs that you are adapting to the abyss. Each time the flesh is torn and the spirit crushed, each time you claw back from the brink of death, you become stronger. I now understand why these people sought to destroy your homeland. Your potential goes beyond even what I could have anticipated. But you still have much to learn in your pursuit of strength. Your mind is rife with distractions. From now on, I shall show no mercy in your training. You must learn to shut out all the pointless emotion. Crush the self that makes you weak. And become master over your physical form.
Jeez.
Get up, Skirk. Wipe the blood off your face. Cut away the rotten parts of your flesh. And mend what is broken. Then take up your sword.
Yes. Master.
Damn. Yo, girl is locked in. Stream is over. I can't. Suffocating oppressive feeling out of my head. So many questions from Skirk's past, where she come from, what she's been through.
Hopefully you got some good
She's
rest.
gonna just be like, it's not relevant to you. Like,
Skirk said to tell you that she's ready to start the final stage of your training whenever you are.
hell yeah.
So, want to head over now? Or did you want to wait a little?
Well, let's just go now. Yeah, don't worry about... I don't know, man. I feel like if you know someone's like trauma, like, I just feel like you don't have to ask, you know? Like, just let it be. Just let it be. I don't think there's a... Hey, I should really ask about this person's trauma. Like, I just think that's a very, not good thing to do. I have to see something. Where did, 2 of these expire in 12 hours? How did I get a second one of these? Like... let's change this name. Got it. I swear, I have items in here that I seriously don't know what they do. I still have the hunting trap from like the very beginning of the game. I refuse to get rid of it. What's up, Skirk?
From your training so far, you have gained better command of the sword, and more control over your elemental abilities. That's only part of it. Experience is the real teacher. Your journey, the friends you have made, the dangers you have faced. These have taught you more than I ever could. Now, it's time to focus on how you react under pressure. You must be able to think rationally, even in unpredictable combat situations. To simulate this, I'm going to attack, and you're going to block. Ready?
Yeah. Give me your worst.
Not bad. That defensive stance looks near unbreakable. Just like your sister. Oh, that reminds me. You still don't know what happened to her, do you?
What? What? Damn! She said checkmate.
That's cheating!
You think every opponent has the same moral code as you? You can denounce their deplorable methods all you want, but only if you live to tell the tale. The dead don't get to complain. Strong emotions will always arise in combat. Anxiety, anger, fear. But a true warrior is never at their whim. Only when you are free from the influence of emotion can you make the right choice, no matter the situation.
You're describing yourself.
How amusing. Almost sounds like you think you know me, but you don't. You can choose your own path. We are not the same. Let's begin. Try to use reason over emotion.
Damn.
Make the most rational and advantageous decision.
She messed me up, so...
This is your final training session. Look alive. Same drill as before, but this time I'm going to interfere. Hold your focus.
Go! Go! Go!
I want to dodge like Wuwa so bad right now, and I know I can't.
Yeah.
Spikes the straight through.
Go!
Yeah. Like I want to do like the perfect time dodge, but
Water jet! Go! go!
Not bad. Better than I expected.
Alright. I mean, it's not bad when you're in Hydra mode. It's not easy to control my emotions.
You're getting the hang of it. The first step to controlling your emotions is controlling your mind. You want a unified train of thought.
She pretty much said you need to lock in, Traveler. Like, that's literally what she said. She's like, Traveler, I need you to lock in. And he's like, oh shoot, yeah, you're right. I've never locked in.
Your mind is rife with distractions. From now on, I shall show no mercy in your training. You must learn to shut out all the pointless emotion. Crush the self that makes you weak, and become master over your physical form.
Do we kind of training too? Finishing how much does the training have to be for someone to substitute all emotion for pure reason?
Stop. Let's pause here. One look, and I can tell your mind has wandered. That's to be expected. There's a limit to how long a human being can concentrate on one thing. Staying calm and focused sounds simple in theory, but in practice, it's more demanding than sword work or elemental abilities.
Yeah. I mean, she's not wrong. Like, exhaustion is me when I feel like I can fall asleep.
Get some rest. No point training further if you're already dead on your feet. Like I said at the beginning, the only goal of this training is for you to reach a point that you're satisfied with. You managed to push past your limits, which is a good start. You can be proud of that and sleep well knowing that you've earned it.
Hell yeah, look at us getting a chest. Let me guess. 10 gems. Oh, 5 gems. I didn't even get 10. Bro. Ah, man, I fucking hate this game. This game and its stupid gems, man, is probably the worst. I feel like, does Honkai give you more gems? Probably not. But I think it's just more stuff you can do to get gems. I don't know. I feel like I never struggle with Honkai as much. I guess, like, Honkai gives you a lot of stuff, like, every patch, so it just feels like there's more, maybe? I have no idea. But, like, are you serious right now? Like, 5 gems for not a basic chest, by the way. Even doing this quest line, right? Like, you get 60 gems. It's not even a pull. It's not even half a pull. You could at least give me 80. Like, I thought it was going to be 100, but very obviously not. Looks like I'm back to Skirk's inner world. I don't see a strange creature in the sun. Oh my god. Alright, let's take a look around.
Skirk is amazing. She faced down that terrifying giant and cut its head clean off.
Oh, she got hurt though, didn't she? I heard it was pretty bad.
Yeah, well, that's a given. But the moment she was on the mend, she got right back to practicing her sword work. I heard Master suffered a grave injury once too. Lost an arm and a leg and still came back stronger than ever. Skirk's becoming more like him by the day.
Incredible. I wonder if I'll ever reach their level. They're always so resolute, so unshakable.
All right.
Pathetic. You're not even trying. You're so much weaker than you think.
Skirk, have you become a positive light in this world?
Your sword's so cool, yeah.
Do you even remember how many of us perished in that fire? How many bodies were left to rot on the scorched earth? Yet you alone live on.
Keep your gaze fixed on your blade. You don't deserve to rest.
I have so many questions. I just want to jump in a spaceship and explore the whole universe and get answers from the stars. I just need to wait till I'm grown up. Then I can do anything.
Now, you must bid farewell to who you were in the past and become someone stronger.
Run! Skirk! Run! Only death awaits us here. Keep running, and don't ever look back.
Well. Interesting. I mean...
Let's see.
What?
First things first, you need a new identity. Going around telling people you're from somewhere beyond the stars won't do, now will it? How about saying...
Alice is in this?
You hail from beneath the earth instead. As the Conrian saying goes, venturing out into the universe and down into the abyss are the same in that both are braving the dark unknown.
Well, I'm a visitor on this planet, so I'll follow the rules.
Oh, splendid. That saves me quite a bit of trouble. Let me offer you a piece of advice in return. Although it might not be what you want to hear. I know the pursuit of strength is important to you, but taking a moment for yourself every once in a while is never a bad idea. Ignore her existence for too long, and there will come a day when you can no longer hear her voice.
I wasn't expecting Alice at all, actually. What? Man, we need Alice to come out. Huh? Dream is over. I can hear crack in the fire distance. Use a fragment of Roman here.
You're awake!
I was gonna say, have we ate this it's like entire time?
Ta-da! A barbecue feast just for you! Of course you are!
Alright.
That's why Skirk and Paimon got this all ready for you.
So you're best friends
Before
now?
it gets cold. Ah, well, if you're around someone long enough, it's bound to happen. Plus, Skirk can cook. So, Paimon decided she can forget the whole Ice Queen thing. Paimon's not one to hold a grudge.
I don't know about that.
Here's an idea. Let's save the chit-chat until after the meal.
Alright, you dig in and we get quick work of the food.
Ugh, so full. Okay, it's Paimon's turn to sleep now.
That's all this girl does, is just eat and sleep. Man, the dream.
I have good news. First, your training is complete. You have what it takes to wield immense power. Now it's just a matter of putting it into practice. Continue to learn from your journey and hone your skills against formidable opponents. Second, I've located the culprit we've been searching for.
Yeah, that's pretty quick.
Just need to retrieve the missing part of your soul, and our business will be concluded. When Ajax trained with me, he once told me he was bursting with questions. So I allowed him to ask me 3 of them before he left. You and I may never meet again, traveler. So if there's anything you want to ask me, now's your opportunity. Just like Ajax, I'll answer 3 of your questions.
Interesting. Are you really from Tibet?
Okay, not the angle I was expecting. What makes you ask that?
I'm sorry, I didn't tell you earlier, but while we were dream mirroring, I think I saw your memories. It's the first time missing Skirk break her composure. I guess this really took her by surprise.
I knew that was a possible side effect. Closed off my mind to you for that exact reason. Even with the dream mirroring, you should have seen nothing but endless darkness.
Skirk didn't share those memories with me on purpose, and in fact, she tried her best to keep them from me. On my first time there, that's all I saw until the strange creature came.
Whatever. Must have been a flaw in my execution. I shouldn't be too surprised. Due to some recent circumstances, my self-control has been lacking as of late.
I mean, we should ask her
Since
questions
you've
about her
seen what
memories
you've
then.
seen, there's no reason to hide the truth. All I ask is that you keep it a secret. No, I'm not from Teyvat. I'm from a different planet. And there was a time when I journeyed through the stars. A lot like you in some ways.
Like me, do you mean you're also the sender?
No, we're different in that respect. You're influencing the fate of this world. But me, I'm just passing through. Several hundred years ago, my master, Sertologi, opened the border between worlds and sent me here. But this is not my home. And one day, I'll return to the vast unknown of space. So, there you have it. On to your second question.
We shouldn't ask her questions about her past. Like, she literally it was trying to not. What is your goal in coming here?
To become stronger. For certain reasons, I need to bridge the power.
Like, realistically, right? Like,
as quickly as possible. But first, I need to understand the source of his strength. To do that, I need to follow in his footsteps. Walk the path he once walked. Somewhere along the way, I'll find out how to defeat him. That is my sole focus and purpose. Okay. You have one question remaining.
Just the foul. Swear, I'm wondering. But given how quickly she plays through that answer, I doubt she wants to talk about it. How about herself? What should I ask?
You make it sound so easy. Ever since the incident I experienced there, I've never stopped searching for Master Skirk and that unknown abyss. But it's been years now, and I've still found nothing.
We should take this opportunity to get Child some answers.
Well, your last question?
I don't want to get Child answers. You know Child is looking for you, right? Are you going to let him see you?
Ajax. His situation is different than yours.
She just say
Before you
no.
ever crossed paths with me, you'd already encountered many formidable people, studied their techniques, and developed your own skill set. So, during your training, all I had to do was build upon that foundation. But Ajax was so young when he came to me. Complete.
I don't like the fact that we're buddies with
Children
Child.
can't
Like,
help
I
but
really
imitate
hate
their
it.
role models. In the long run, that would only hinder
The Knave
his
is
growth.
different because, like, we didn't actually
Once
have an
Ajax
issue with the
has enough
Knave.
strength in his own right, I will allow us to meet again.
She did, like,
Until
borderline almost murder
let that
Farina.
motivate him
But
to reach his full potential.
that's, I mean, like, the Knave's not high on my list of people I like, but, like, Child actually tried to kill us. Like, she makes it sound like the decision has everything to do with Child, nothing to do with her, but what does she actually feel about it? Not to mention, she said it's been hundreds of years since she's arrived.
Unlike you, I have no desire to establish a connection with the world. The weak and the lowly have no right to remember me. They're lucky they only have a few missing memories to show for it.
A lot of times she never established a connection with this world. Is it really just because she looks down on the weak? Has she ever gave me a straight answer if I asked? Besides, I already used up my 3 questions. The facts myself feel like I haven't heard her true.
Wake up
beliefs.
your companion. It's time to go. Oh, and everything I just told you, best keep it a secret from her as well.
Alright.
Time to go.
6 purple books!
Finally. Where are we headed?
Just follow me. I'll open an abyssal rift close to the culprit's location. Take us.
Man, they could at least give me like 10 gems or something. Like, I don't have to be anything crazy. Alright.
Got her!
There's still a chest here that I didn't get?
Skyward! Got her!
Well, that's a ceiling I didn't do. I didn't really spend that much time around this area because I low-key hate it. Like, this whole area kind of low-key sucks. So it's actually kind of wild that there's like a Sealy still here that I haven't done anything with. But this whole like chasm thing, there's a lot of things I have to do. I still haven't finished Economy yet. Like, there's so many things in this game. Like, I remember back in like when it first came out, and I did like Mondstadt and Leeway to the ground, and then I did like Inazuma pretty much to the ground, and then after that I was like, too many places came out that were just like not really convenient. Like,
Ah, what trinkets have we here? Yeah, scatter.
it's just one of those things where it's like I don't know why, but like
Yeah, skyward.
the fact that I can't hand in like geo things for like anything besides Mora makes me really not care, I guess. Because it's like, okay, yeah, I do this chest, I get 2 gems, like, whoop-de-doo.
Let the world collide!
Disappear! Worthless!
Alright, let's go here. You know what's funny too? Like, Honkai gives out a lot of free gems, right? But yet, Honkai still makes like a disgusting amount of money, so it's not like a money thing. But look at this, 2 gems.
Why would anyone
Yep,
want...
like, the hell am I gonna do with 2 gems?
Yeah, skyward. Scatter. Seize the skies.
Yoo-hoo! Time to shine!
Alright.
Gears of the storm! Too late for useless!
Alright.
Why would
5
anyone
gems?
want...
Yeah.
Get it. It's not my concern.
Alright. I mean, hey, listen, at this point now, I can't complain because I need every single gem I can get. So, I don't think I have much of a... I think that's the other thing too, like I have all of the Geo... whatever the hell they're called. Oculi? Oculi? There's nothing here for me to go. Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think I've ever been in this little area. That's funny. Where? You know what's funny? It says it's 100% in too. So, clearly not. Yeah, it says it's 100%, but there's like a ton of chests on this thing.
New country. Strike a pose. Truth repeats its course.
I think that's the other thing too. It's like I see 100%. I'm like, alright, I'm done. But clearly not.
Evil conquering! Worthless! Here!
There's quality here.
I wish though that there was a way. This is something that they definitely need to add. They need to add a way for you to be able to see exactly how many chests and stuff are left. I think Honkai and Wuwa both have that. And I feel like that's something that you definitely need. Because they're also like, you know, you have to do this. You have to just run around and spam the stupid compass. Because like 100% isn't 100%. Like clearly I just got 3 chests at 100%. I would assume now I'm at 100%. But... But like, I'm convinced that I'm missing a chest in Mondstadt. Like, I am so convinced I'm missing a chest in Mondstadt.
Yeah, skyward, scatter.
I don't know why, but I have that feeling. Anyways,
skyward, scatter.
Look at that. See? And let me guess. The chasm's not 100% actually, so. Wait, what? No, I have to definitely... I forgot how to do this. Because I haven't been here so long. I think... Let's see this real quick. I don't think I can do just this. I think I need to actually like... I know he needs to hit that. Yeah. Because if I do... Yeah, because if I do like...
Right!
That's not gonna work, right?
Lend me a hand.
Can I do like... I need the little star thing. Cause like, I don't know how...
Let's go, Tomato.
Alright, I got this. I'm not really sure, actually.
Solidify!
Yeah, I don't... Because I do know... I'm pretty sure, like... Right? And then... Oh, but she's not a construct, that's the issue. Right? Yeah, where's the other pillar that this goes with? Because usually it was you had to destroy all of them, right? Yeah, no, it wants me to do that one. Right? Oh no, now it says there isn't anything here. So now I don't know. Alright, whatever. Yeah, now it says it's not there, so I have no idea. That was weird. They marked it on the map. Like... Oh my god, I remember getting Violet Grass was so freaking annoying. Alright. Alright. What do you need help with?
This is near the chasm, right?
Yes. If we enter from here, we'll be able
So
to reach
switch
that
to?
place from your dream. You have some experience with abyssal domains by now, but still, this is someone else's territory. Best to proceed with caution.
Don't worry. Paimon's an expert at hiding behind other people for safety. Oh, but
You need 30 more pity to pull Skirk? I
you
know.
need to stay safe, traveler.
I know, it's terrible. I do too, actually.
Alright. Remember your training. Time to put it
It's
to
so
use.
bad. It's so frustrating. I lost the 50-50. I lost the 50-50, I think, pretty early, though. Like... I mean, I might be totally wrong. But... That's why I'm doing the Skirk quest now, to just get extra gems. But... Man, you get so little gems out of chests, it's so bad. Why would I be the travel right now? Like, realistically. Just so I can do that? Like... Alright. Oh, go this way. It's so bad. Alright, let's go here.
Whoa! Look at all these spikes! Careful! Don't get hit!
No, we're fine.
You know what? Paimon's just gonna float behind you. Come on, you got this.
Alright. We're going here. We're gonna do that.
Hey, what are you two doing here?
Let's go here.
Dusty. Like an abandoned house. Let's press on.
And we'll put this guy down here.
Bombs away!
So dumb. Alright. Cool, cool. And we'll keep on going. Alright. And we'll go... Alright.
Oh, looks like this is a dead end. Did we make it to his hiding place? Ugh, this fog is making it impossible to see anything!
This should be the place where you were attacked, Traveler. The missing part of your soul should be nearby. Can you sense where it is?
If I close my eyes and focus on the light that came from a wound in my back, then yes, I sense something. It's nearby.
Our opponent must have covered his tracks just in case. Otherwise, you should have sensed it much more strongly.
Hold on! Look! The spikes are back!
Stay calm. Let's hold back a little. Give our enemy some wiggle room so we can see what we're dealing with. If you're too reckless, you might be playing right into his hands. Our enemy took part of your soul for a reason. It's likely he integrated it into his attack somehow. If we're smart about this, we can track it down.
Alright. Evade the spikes. Alright. Wasn't paying attention the first time.
From the start, the attacks have been focused on me. Trying to break through my defenses? I see. There. I got it back.
Traveler!
What?
Skirk! What happened? It looked like Skirk just got...
Yeah, she got like freaking stabbed, bro.
In the Gwali Plains, you asked me why this enemy chose you as his target. Now, the answer is clear. It's not just the fact that your strength is impressive. It's also because of your ability to, as you put it, purify abyssal power. Whatever that actually means. The fact is, that ability allowed him to do something that should have been completely impossible. Namely, break through my defenses and steal my power.
So you were his real target?
No. He couldn't have known I'd come to his domain. He only stole your soul fragment because he knew the value of its power. I doubt he expected it to come in handy so soon. Call it fate, if you want. I believe that's the term they use in this world for arbitrary coincidences like this. In any case, it works to our advantage. Once I realized what he was using that power for, it gave me the chance to get back what you lost.
But you...
I'll cope. Well, done gorging? Good. Time to answer some questions. How did you get the power of the all-devouring narwhal?
The all-devouring narwhal? Oh, of course! Paimon knew that spike thing looked familiar. It looks just like that narwhal's horn!
I highly doubt you acquired that power through your own strength. Tell me I'm wrong. You're desperate enough to scour the land for God remains.
Oh, that is true. I didn't even think about that.
You can find.
That's a solid point.
You wouldn't be able to defeat a creature like that. Which leaves one possibility. You know my master, the Foul, Sertologi.
The Foul? Who dares call him Foul?
What's wrong? Bit off more power than you can chew? You're struggling to hold a basic conversation.
Just a little longer. I'm still...
Look! It's back!
Those obsessed with power will let it devour them before abandoning their pursuit.
What should we do?
Keep calm and use reason to decide the best course of action.
Skirk was stabbed by one of the spikes while retrieving a fragment of my soul, and in the process some of her power was stolen. Gilbert is hiding somewhere beyond the fog. If I could understand his attack patterns from the fight just now, if we pursue him, our chances of winning are high. But Skirk's breathing is weaker than usual. If we attack now, I can't guarantee her our safety. It's a hard decision to make. I think we should get out of here.
Wise decision. Final victory doesn't always come after a single battle. You've got your soul fragment back? So we both got what we came for. Let the enemy draw breath while he can. It won't be for long. Get us out of here, Traveler. You'll need to lead the way this time.
You got it.
Skirk, is your shoulder gonna be okay?
Skirk's fine.
The wound is minor. It'll heal in no time. You should focus on getting out of here alive instead.
Uh-oh! Falling spikes! Run!
We're fine. We are very much fine. I do like these like helitrolls that just spawn. I think that's so funny. Alright. They could have at least given me like an abyss mage or something. Like
Looks like this place is about to collapse!
oh.
So, this guy's power has something to do with the all-devouring narwhal.
I mean, we kicked the narwhal's ass like several times.
I had my suspicions. That's why I decided to investigate in the first place. But suspicions...
I mean, like, realistically, like... I mean, we beat the narwhal before he even gets to phase 2 now. Like...
Oh, we should be safe here, right?
I no longer sense his presence. Can't have followed us out of that abyssal domain. Weaklings like him will find that my power is not so easily controlled. He won't be leaving that place until he's managed to digest it. You seem surprised. I suppose that's fair. You've seen but a fraction of what that whale is capable of. That gaping maw could swallow a planet whole. It's called the all-devouring narwhal for a reason. Devouring is what it does best. It can extract power from anything, dead or alive, as long as it manages to make physical contact.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. When we had our run-in with that thing, Neverlet mentioned that it has an instinct to devour.
I mean, but we beat its ass.
Your dragon friend recognized the nature of its abilities and used the power of Hydro to protect you. That worked because it was in a satiated state, so it was somewhat less aggressive than usual. It's a different story when it has no more power to feed off of. That's when its true voracious nature kicks in.
Understood.
It could devour everything on the planet in that state, which is why I cast it into that void space. But I hadn't counted on there being anyone left on this planet capable of wielding its power. To me, that says he must have encountered the whale a long time ago. Meaning, he must have known my master.
Got it.
Exactly.
Yeah, he did know the foul.
Everything I needed to know. Hence why I said we both got what we came for. And I believe that brings our transaction to an end. Now that you're whole again, you can get back to your own journey. I'll handle the rest of this situation myself.
No way! We can't leave now! Something was stolen from you because of us. We have to help you get it back.
This isn't my first taste of failure or losing power. When you fall, you get back up again and become stronger. That's how it is.
But what if that monster finds you before you're all better? Plus, how are you gonna get home? It's not like you can just go swoosh and open a door to the abyss again. Not without your full strength. So, sticking with us for the time being doesn't sound so bad, does it?
It's not a pity.
Fair enough. Then take this.
What is it?
A bag of Mora. Nothing in this world is free. I know that much. I'll leave the planning to you. Hurry up and decide where to go. We shouldn't linger.
We should take Skirk somewhere she can rest.
They'll know something about Master. I'm sure of it. Next time, I need to be... Oh, this. It's a star crystal suit. Abyssal energy is scarce in Tevat. Wearing this helps me access it more freely. It stores concentrated abyssal energy that I can draw from on the go. When the energy runs out, fine. It'll take time to recover my strength.
Okay. Alright. Gotta go back to the pharmacy, but first we're gonna go here. So we can cash out our dailies as well. That's gonna be our goal. So let's go ahead and do that.
Paimon gets the feeling Skirk wouldn't like being around a lot of people. Oh wait! Baishu said we could rest in the back room of the pharmacy, didn't it?
Add Astro.
Alright.
Thank you for...
So let's do that.
Add Astro.
So that gives us a nice little 20. We'll do that. That lets us cash out that. Alright, good. Good. And now we can go here. We'll go here. And we'll go this way. I always use this whenever I'm in Leeway because I'm always convinced there's something I missed in Leeway. Definitely there isn't, but
New surfboard?
definitely not. But might as well always check. I mean, I did find like those 3 or 4 chests by the chasm, so I mean it's always possible. And clearly I'm missing stuff still from the chasm, so I don't know where they are. It's just not worth wrapping your head over for like
a ton of more in it.
20 gems maybe. Like,
a job or something?
let's say I'm missing 10 chests. It's like
No,
20 gems.
I
Like,
know what we saw at Wami Restaurant. That seems impossible. Can you imagine? It would go something like, I'll be collecting my paycheck now, boss.
wow.
Oh, sure thing. Wait, who are you? Have we met?
Wow.
Can't hold a job if you make everyone forget about you. So, what did she do to get all this more?
She's right there, bro.
Claimed some buried treasure, took care of a few monsters that were causing trouble. Nothing untoward. It's safe to use.
You heard all that?
A sonorous voice.
Sonorous? That's a great way to describe it.
If the sound of it traveled to the nearest mountaintop.
Then, did you by chance happen to hear Paimon's little, joke earlier?
Huh?
You mean when you called me Frosty the Lavender Melon?
Yeah.
No, sorry. Paimon totally misspoke just now. She didn't say that at all. It was, a Paimon lookalike. Yeah, she's a piece of work, that one. Always impersonating
Wow.
Paimon and giving people weird nicknames. Okay, fine. The truth is, Paimon didn't
I mean-
like you all that much at the start.
I mean, she is a pretty cold
Different
person.
now. You helped the traveler in a big way, so what do you say? Friends?
I noticed there was only one bed. Go ahead and get some rest.
Wait, what about you?
I don't get tired, and I don't need rest. I'm going to practice my sword work. That should help me regain some strength.
But your shoulder. Hey, don't just leave. Whatever. Let her tire herself out. She'll come back eventually. Let's get some sleep, traveler.
I mean,
That comfy bed is calling, Paimon.
if Paimon can float, right? Like, why does she need a bed? Can she just, like, sleep in the air? You know, I convinced her to take it easy. Does she listen? Paimon's right. Skirk will stop and take a break. I mean, I guess she does lay down, so. Yeah, that's just how it goes, unfortunately. She is having a rough time.
Quiet.
Just go around and buzz.
Do you even remember how many of us perished in that fire?
This poor
How many
girl has
bodies
got
were
so
left to
much
rot on
trauma.
the scorched earth?
That's wild.
You alone live on.
Keep your gaze fixed on your blade. You don't deserve to rest.
You don't deserve to rest is such a wild statement, by the way.
Skirk, run! Only death awaits us here. Keep running, and don't ever look back.
Right, in that dream I witnessed, Skirk was praying alone. There was somebody voices talking to her. What did mention of fire? I wonder what exactly happened.
Getting an early night's sleep is the best. That bed was so comfy.
Yeah, she got messed up, I agree.
Wait,
You're right,
Skirk?
Robot.
Have you been sitting out here the whole night? The bed's all yours if you want it.
Recover your strength yet?
About 60%. Maybe 70.
Alright, that's not bad.
Paimon thought it would take at least a couple of days. That was fast.
No, not fast enough. That's 20% less than last time. Same training regimen, same intensity. Nothing felt different.
It's because
somehow
of that
the outcome fell short. No, I think the problem's with me. I need to meditate for the next 2 days. Deep introspection should help me find the issue.
Ooh, sounds intense.
I mean, that's fair.
We'll watch over you in the meantime, then.
Thanks. See you in 2 days.
Oh, she could just float and meditate? That's wild. That's actually wild.
Skirk is still meditating.
I thought she said opening a portal to the Rift is like a basic thing.
Already. Should she be awake by now?
No idea.
Paimon can't think of anything we can do to help. Oh wait! Breakfast! That's it! Paimon will go get breakfast!
I mean, everybody loves breakfast.
Skirk is gonna be starving when she wakes up.
That's fair.
Be right back.
Skirk looks so serene, it's almost like she really is asleep. I love it when his eyes bug out. Here we go. This place looks familiar. But where am I exactly? Towering cliffs and withering trees, that strange river floating from the horizon all the way down. It's broken up several times more. Closer inspection, the color of the water is changing. The closer I get to the lower portion, the darker it becomes. That means this is...
That's right. This is Skirk's inner world.
Very interesting.
Think of it as the threshold between the soul and dreams. This isn't your first time here, but what you remember is probably a space covered in darkness. I only managed to illuminate a small portion for you back then.
So you talk.
Actually, it's my first time talking to someone like this. I only managed to break free and bring you here because the injury weakened her power. I guess that's why I can speak again, too. Call
Wow.
it fate, if you want.
Oh, that's what they said earlier.
Before I take you to her, I gotta ask. You're the first outside visitor to ever come here.
So, why are there so many
what's
cliffs
your
and
impression of
waterfalls?
this place? Oh, you notice. This river
Well, I mean,
represents
what do you mean I notice? There's literally nothing else. Like,
strength accumulates over time.
there is literally not a single thing else here.
Lived experience. So this river is where all the fragments of Skirk's life should converge into a single stream of memories and emotions, flowing forward as one. But as you can see, this river has been severed numerous times. It's because Skirk doesn't like who she was in the past. And all she sees reflected in the river is a disgraceful shadow of who she was. She cuts through water and rock with the sword of reason, severs her connection with the past, and begins anew.
You must learn to shut out all the pointless emotion. Crush the self that makes you weak, and become master over your physical form.
This isn't my first taste of failure or losing power. When you fall, you get back up again and become stronger. That's how it is.
Why does it have to be this
The
way?
answer to one mystery invites another question, I see. Let's follow the river upstream. There among the cliffs, among the memories etched into her heart, lies the truth of it all. Soon, you'll understand everything.
Alright. So let's go here. Pop over to the sun. Alright. I recognize the drawing on the sand. Look at her looking happy. Wait, isn't that the picture I drew for Paimon? Why is it showing up the Skirk's memories?
I've always thought that, even when falling leaves don't come from the same tree, they can still form bonds of kinship when they meet. Like meteors, you both made a journey through the stars. Both travelers who have landed on a planet that is not your home. Yet, when she first noticed your presence, although she hesitated for a moment, she still chose to walk away, indifferent as ever.
So, I don't think about it. It's not surprising at all. Whatever happened in the restaurant, it's obvious she prefers to disappear from other people's lives. She hasn't seen Child in years either. I doubt she's ever made a connection with this world of her own motion.
Seems like you've answered your own question. Skirk sees herself as a trespasser in this world. She's made a conscious choice to avoid altering its path. But the reason for that decision stems from events much earlier on in her life. Let's keep going. It's still a long way to the source of the river.
I just realized I was muted this whole time. She's not from the Abyss, so right? Like she's just like not from this world. We don't know where she's from though. So let's see. Let's keep going. Because it makes her feel like she's very much from the Abyss, but she's not. Alright, let's go here.
You now have what it takes to wield immense power. From this day forth, I shall teach you no more. No one can become a worthy warrior through imitation alone. I have given you fangs and claws. Now, you must learn to hunt.
You wish me to travel the world beyond on my own, Master?
Indeed. Make new friends. Embark on your own journey. And piece together a new future from the shattered remnants of your past. We will still have contact through the Abyss. But know this. One day, I will take the life you worked so hard to rebuild and reduce it to ashes. Just like the fire that haunts your mind.
What the fuck?
Why do you do that?
Yeah, what?
I have told you before. Fear is the catalyst for human evolution. You have tasted loss. You have known fear so deep it can be felt in the bones. But as living beings, we all have an instinct to detach from that which harms us. And thus, pain dampens over time. And the acrid taste of fear becomes but a distant memory. Yet now, I have bestowed upon you the gift of fear eternal. It will drown you in the nightmare of your childhood, or it shall drive you to defeat me, whatever the cost.
Familiar.
That is what Skirk's master, the foul,
Interesting.
Sotology looked like at one point in time.
Got it.
Of course, as a higher being, physical form is a triviality.
That's so wild, by the way.
He could appear as a beast, a human, or even a monster that defies description. The form you see him in here, clad in abyssal armor, is the one he usually wears when traveling through the stars.
Got it. And these things only in Skirk were just master and disciple, just like Skirk and child. Now I see why Skirk wants to distance herself from humanity. At the same time, threatening to destroy our life she created.
For certain reasons, I need to bridge the power gap between me and my master as quickly as possible. But first, I need to understand the source of his strength. To do that, I need to follow in his footsteps. Walk the path he once walked. Somewhere along the way, I'll find out how to defeat him.
Interesting.
That is my sole focus and purpose.
So that's what she meant. I still don't understand why Sarology would do that. From my side, I didn't pick up the conflict
I'll let
between
you
them.
in on a little secret. The real Sotology is terrifying. The scope of his power is impossible to understand until you experience it firsthand. It is absolute.
Damn.
The power to crush all things. Shall we keep going? Let's see. We're about halfway there.
Alright. Yeah, I didn't think this quest line was gonna be this long, to be honest with you. Are we almost done? No, we're not. I really thought we were done after this, but I guess not. And we might have to, like, just, like... Maybe it's just a bunch of cutscenes, to be honest. It's supposed to be Skirk when she was a kid.
You've made it quite a ways already. This is Skirk, when she first began training under Sotology.
I have set your broken wrist. Tomorrow, you're to train twice as hard. No tears this time. Good. Attempting to garner sympathy through tears is a habit of the weak.
Can I ask a question, Master? Why did you save me? I keep thinking. Maybe it would be better if I had died. I wouldn't be haunted by that fire all the time. I wouldn't have to go on like this.
I saved you because I have a plan for you. It has been too long since I fought a battle that demanded my full strength, and I hunger for it. Every so-called genius and prodigy I have faced has crumbled like sand.
So he just wants to fight?
So, I will teach you everything I know. Train me by whatever means necessary, in the hope that one day you might surprise me.
But I don't want to draw my sword against you, Master.
What you want matters little.
Damn.
Among the boundless sea of stars.
He's like, I don't care.
The cries of the weak are the
you.
faint murmurs that disappear into the void. You of all people know that well.
Yes, Master. From that day forward, all she knew was grueling training, emptiness, and fatigue. After some time, her talent bloomed, and she gained control over her emotions, like her master. It was not that human emotion disappeared from her heart, but that reason came to dictate all she was allowed to feel. I suppose it was at this point that she became the Skirk you know today.
I mean, it does work, though. That's the sad, unfortunate thing, is that it does work. I suppose I at least wonder what really happens in this aspect, though. Huh.
We're nearly there. I almost don't want to reach the end.
Alright. Final stretch time. Let's finish this. I mean, I get it. We need like the backstory and stuff, but man, what? Are you serious? He can't climb over that? It's just, man, these are drawn out so long. For 60 gems, bro? No. It's wild.
These are Skirk's happiest memories. What a simple and carefree time it was. Wisps of clouds dotted the sky. The sun bathed everything in golden light. And when song filled the air, not even the shyest of flowers could resist swaying along. This is Skirk's homeland. She was so curious about everything as a child, always skipping school to go exploring instead. There was so much to discover. The treasures at the bottom of the sea, the secrets beyond the stars, and that merchant ship packed with adults wearing those strange clothes. Yes, the ship. That was the beginning of the end. It was a spaceship. When it arrived, the people that disembarked wore smiles on their faces and spoke of friendship. They claimed to be merchants from a neighboring planet, looking to establish trade. Skirk's parents, her relatives, her neighbors, everyone welcomed the newcomers with open arms.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I agree. The quest does drag after a while.
To them, the visitors were guests.
And I agree with you 100%. The gems you get for like a 3-hour quest is wild.
No one had any idea of what was to come. Several months later, an army of unknown origin arrived.
It's almost not worth it if you don't get the bonus for doing it like at the same time, like as the extra set. Like,
Skirk had skipped school that day, like so many times before, so she was not caught in the immediate wave of destruction. But when she came home that day, only fire and ruin awaited her. Countless people cried out to her for help. People she knew and loved. Friends and relatives. The little girl who lived next door.
it's
The
wild.
shop owner, the bad leg. The bad-tempered teacher she had made fun of just that morning. Their lives were discarded like worthless trash as the fire consumed one life after another. Skirk was helpless. All she could do was run. And so she did. She kept running until an unexpected figure crossed her path. If Sertology hadn't been there in that moment, the fire would have claimed her life too. And there she would have remained, left to rot in the scorched earth.
Yeah, why did it destroy her place?
Because she and her people were seen as a threat.
In what way?
As the initial merchant ship explored the planet, they discovered that it hadn't always had the condition to support life. Yet there was evidence of human activity, even during the periods of extreme heat or cold in the past. Further research revealed that, over time, people of this planet had evolved the ability to adapt to any type of environment or energy source. For that reason, the outsiders viewed them as a potential threat.
So they didn't even do anything.
Decided to eliminate them before the threat could rear its head. It's senseless, isn't it?
Yes, that's right, because if they didn't know they had.
They didn't even know they had. Perhaps it was their own innocence and kindness that doomed them.
That sucks. Like, that actually just sucks.
If those with power get to decide good and evil, then all you can trust in is the sword in your hand. And so, before death could claim her, she ran. No one wants to relive their most painful moments. Well, that brings us to the end of the story. This is as far as we can go. Skirk is waiting over there. For both of us. Let's go to her.
Yep.
It's time to fulfill my purpose. And my greatest wish over all these years.
All right.
So all this, just so you could bring him here.
I have things to say to you. Well,
That's kind of funny.
I want someone to witness our reconciliation, even if it takes an argument to get there. And he is the best choice in this moment.
And you must be.
Her suppressed emotional self. The version of herself she keeps locked in the recesses of her mind, stifled by reason. All those rejected impulses, those discarded aspects of your past selves, they are a part of me now. I am who you used to be. Someone you have refused to face for too long. So, I came to face you instead.
You're wrong. I have faced you all along. And that's exactly why I keep you locked here. Your existence makes me weak. Moments of joy and longing are when we are most vulnerable. Don't forget, it was a penchant for goodness over reason that doomed our homeland in the first place. The vastness of the universe renders everything insignificant. Our feelings most of all.
Even so,
I mean,
learning from the mistakes
yeah, I was gonna say she's like not
doesn't have to
wrong
mean
though.
Erasing everything. Strip yourself of your so-called weaknesses, emotions like kindness and empathy, and what makes you any different from the ruthless soldiers who slaughtered our people?
The difference is that I'm doing what is right, what is necessary. I allow you.
I mean, that's
to
what they
exist,
also probably
but
thought
with
too, though.
limited freedom. That is the greatest kindness I can offer. I have shouldered everything you couldn't carry. I rose above the numbness and emptiness, and it was cold, unfeeling reason that brought me this far. It made me who I am. It made me strong.
That is the problem. I want to shoulder those things together on the grand scale of the entire universe. Maybe our feelings are vanishingly small, but why should that mean they don't matter? Emotion gives warmth to the cold expanse of space. It gives meaning to the world around us. Think back to those nights of gazing at the stars, those afternoons of exploring the unknown. Think back and let them grant you peace. A brief respite from the pressure you put on yourself.
That isn't what we need.
It's exactly what we need.
Damn.
Curious about why recovering your strength has taken longer than normal this time?
Finally, we get to the important part. That is the only answer I came here to find.
Then look around. Look at your inner world. You cast aside your dreams and curiosity. And in doing so,
You're just all fragmented.
you lost your original motivation. You severed all connection to who you used to be, so you can no longer draw strength from your past. Now, the only things driving you forward are fear and survivor's guilt. But these cannot take you far enough. And so...
Yeah, no, she definitely does have the most trauma out of everybody, I think.
And do you think that means I should seek help from a weak little thing like you?
Your emotional stuff is weak. The fact that she transcended time and broke free of her constraints to come face you. I mean, that's true. Can't really be weak if it broke your spell, right? I mean, realistically.
To be honest, I'm not here to argue with you. This isn't about who's right or wrong. And in fact, I agree that in order to make it through the wake of that tragedy, we had to distance ourselves from the pain through reason over emotion. But what is right at one point in time isn't always right forever. I know you will never forget that fire. I know the fact that you were the sole survivor fills you with guilt. And I know that among the voices that haunt you, mine is there too. Because deep down, you know that you didn't turn out to
I was gonna say, yeah, she did become a very different person.
all those unfulfilled hopes are like knives to the heart. And I don't want you to hurt anymore. So even if you can't accept me, I hope, at least, that you can let go. I keep thinking, maybe it would be better if I had died. I wouldn't be haunted by that fire all the time. I wouldn't have to go on like this.
Your dad and I, we're not afraid to stare death in the face, but we need you to survive.
I'm sick of being a kid. There's so many amazing things out there. I'm ready to see them all.
I remember. There was a song Mom and Dad always sang when we went out to fetch water. Dancing water.
Yeah, how does she have that guitar? Like, are we not going to mention that?
Song and movement. Will you carry this burden with you on your journey? I am not the dancing water, and you are not the burdensome sand. But if this is your wish, then I will carry you with me until the end.
Thank you.
I should be thanking you.
Cutscene time.
Run, Skirk, run! Remember, leave no one alive!
Heed my words, Skirk. Let fear take root in your soul.
Did you survive? Why was it only you?
Skirk, did you become a positive light in this world?
Hey, this doesn't have to be the end. Life is a gift. Don't let darkness claim it.
Alright, this is pretty cool. Alright, that was actually pretty gorgeous, I'm not gonna lie. It's stuff like this that makes me mad about Genshin, because it's that part is great.
So,
everything that I had to lead up to
you
was
saw my
just
memories
so
then.
repetitive.
I once asked my master if survival of the strongest was the law of the universe. He said no. But in a world without order, those with no moral boundaries tend to be the ones who survive.
There's no substitute for what's doing.
That's why, after hearing his answer, an idea came to mind. An idea that, one day, I would create a new world order. One in which there would never be another tragedy like that fire. One in which power was not the law of the land. But that means I must defeat him. Because my master, Sertologi, is, at the core, a defier of all rules and order. Yes.
Yep,
And
we're gonna
not
kick
just
his
because
ass.
of the gap in our abilities, but also because I have no reason to see him as an enemy. Although his decision to train me was not made out of kindness, he did everything a master should. He saved my life, taught me the sword and the principles of
He
strength.
intends to face you in battle one
And
day.
for that, I respect him. I know. And it's not something I want. But Master never goes back on his word. I have to treat everything he says as a promise. He's no longer into that. but he sends me messages through the abyss every now and then. Most of them are simple greetings, or an answer to one of my questions. Every time I hear from him, my heart skips a beat. And I wonder if this is the moment where he'll finally appear before me and tear down everything I've built to pieces. Maybe that means I do live in eternal fear, just like he said. Yes, I respect him, but I'm also afraid of him. And for that reason, the pursuit of strength consumes every moment of my life. I don't know what Master has planned, but I have to be ready.
And if he attacks you one day, I'll help you.
Help me? Why? This isn't your fight.
I mean, that defeats the purpose. The whole point is that she has to beat him. Because we want to build a world we both want to see, everyone has to be willing to fight for it. We do our part, we can make the entire universe a kinder place. Like, that literally defeats the purpose, bro. She has to defeat her own thing. Something else to do here, should I leave? I guess, yeah. Well, what the hell is the point of this then? It literally says there's no reason why I should stay here. Why am I staying here then? Why are you giving me the option?
Oh, you're finally awake. Honestly, Paimon was gone for like 2 seconds and then she comes back and finds you both unconscious? Oh, you scared Paimon half to death.
Paimon, there's a lot of shit that happens all the time.
Okay, right?
What does it look like?
The answer is yes. You look strong.
Only water from the source can cleanse the rot and filth that flows from the past into the future. I taught you to incorporate the experiences from your journey into how you fight. I suppose what happened today will become an inseparable part of who I am.
Okay, so Paimon feels like she's missing some important context.
Listen, Paimon, don't worry about
whatever.
it.
Paimon brought back tons of delicious snacks. Let's dig in.
Alright, 3 of you enjoy snacks.
Alright. It's about time we finished what we started.
Oh my god, are we not done?
We're gonna deal with this thief for good, right?
This time, I'm not going to tell you to hold back. But
oh my
just to
god.
give him more power
This
in
is
the
the
meantime,
longest quest I've ever done in my entire
He's going
life.
to be tougher than before. The good news is, we have no reason to pull our punches this time. So, let's go. Same place as last time.
Oh my god. This is actually the longest thing ever. Like, it's actually insane how long this quest line is. Alright. And we just got to this part, so I don't know. This has to be the last part, though, right? Yeah. We also get the guitar, which is kind of cool. So we get 120 gems, so we don't even get a pull, which is wild. We get 60 gems, which, by the way, not worth for, like, the amount of time that goes into all of this. Then you get the bonus 60 because it's new, which makes it slightly more worth it. I don't know, man. I think it should be like 300 for, like...
Try and stop me.
Especially because, like, we don't really have, like... I mean, I get the dance leaf quest, but even the dance leaf quest, like, what does it do? Give me, like, a pull? Like... It's just one of those things, man. Alright.
Rev the engines.
Alright. Turn to a place near the castle. It's like not... It was like not spawning. Like, what the hell? The door wasn't there. It's so dumb. So stupid.
The fog is gone.
Okay, so we just get to fight him.
Wait, isn't that the form the all-devouring narwhal changed into? How come he knows that too?
Skirk's master.
Really? So, you're telling Paimon that giant whale and this guy can both turn into the fowl?
It's a subconscious instinct. Any
we're
intelligent
gonna kick
being
his
who
ass.
longs for his level of strength is bound to mimic his appearance. It's a natural response after encountering someone as powerful as Master. To them, he represents ultimate power. We know the person before us has encountered Master, and we know he stole a portion of my power. So it's not surprising that he would assume this form.
Okay. Oh, the close-up Paimon Nervalette isn't here this time, so it's up to us. He won't have the nerve to steal again after we're done with him. Let's teach this guy a lesson.
Alright.
Haven't forgotten your training, I hope.
Alright.
Water jet! The star shall be his crown.
Huh, that's actually kind of funny. It's wild how strong she is. Like,
Go!
Bombs away!
little girl.
Might wield.
Come on. There we go. Easy. Destroy the dude.
Haven't had enough of my power. Well then, let's see how much more of this power you can handle.
That was kind of cool. I gotta say, that was actually pretty epic. I like how she could not care less about traveling.
Well, have you come to your senses?
You saw that my body was at its limit. So, you deliberately channeled your power.
Yeah, it's
into
smart.
me, knowing that it would destroy my shell from within. Such power. Such keen battle instincts. So, you must be.
Skirk, Sertologi's disciple.
How long has it been? How long has he been away from Tevat?
Hundreds of years.
Hundreds? Sorry. It's a lot to take in. I should introduce myself. I am Skofnungar.
I don't
a
care.
friend of your master and one of his followers.
Let's just murder him.
This is the first time I've heard your name, Skirk. But hundreds of years ago, I knew you existed. And I knew you would come here.
Hundreds of years ago?
Sounds like you and Master have quite the history. care to tell us about it?
Of course.
Oh my god. Now I gotta hear the history of this random NPC with...
I can. The story starts alone.
Oh my god.
I was born into a noble family in Conria. As the eldest son, I was set to inherit our title. But I contracted an incurable illness as a child, and everyone gave up on me. I trained the sword harder than anyone else, defeated all of my peers. But it was all in vain. When other people
I could not care less about the backstory of an NPC.
Was pity or a strange glee
Like,
in my
it is
misfortune.
so boring.
Even my parents were just waiting for me to die. Over time, my heart hardened. We were yet.
I don't care.
That does sound like something he would say.
He was the first to acknowledge.
Yeah, he acknowledged you.
He stole forbidden.
And yeah, he trained you, whatever, blah blah blah.
After his grand.
Listen, I hate skipping like cutscenes and stuff, but this is terrible.
This planet no longer holds anything of interest to me, so I'm leaving. But first, I have an offer. I can use a power I have just refined.
Like, I don't ever skip cutscenes, especially for like quests like these. But this is just too much now.
Was once what we worked so hard to prevent. But the immortality we now face is a
Things with Sir Luigi's fine. Things with Skirk obviously is important. But like an NPC's upbringing and why you follow us, I don't care, man. It's so bad.
Since I can't die, it means I have an infinite amount of time to get stronger.
Are you sure? I cannot say when I will return.
All I can do is try.
Wise indeed. Nevertheless, if you grow weary of the pain of immortality...
Disciple?
Nor I. But Betwixt said I was destined to find a disciple out there in the universe, and bring her to Tibet. You know as well as I, Betwixt's prophecies are never wrong.
Well, now I'm curious about who this disciple of yours will be.
Got it. So it's prophesized. That's why
that one day
he knows her.
The stars shall bow in her honor.
Sounds pretty impressive.
Of course. Only the most outstanding people would have the right to become my disciple.
I mean, that's fair.
Still self-assured as ever.
I'll be leaving then. Oh, and if you were serious about getting stronger, I left you a little gift in the primordial sea. As I've said before, walk whatever path you want. Freedom means even the wicked get to make their own choices.
Waiting for me in the primordial sea was the all-devouring narwhal, already beaten into submission by Sotologi.
Jesus!
Its weakened state, I was able to cut off part of its flesh.
It's sewn onto his heart?
Your heart? That sounds like torture.
Because, of course, I
Oh yeah, true.
the curse of immortality.
So you can't die.
You used the curse to turn yourself into a vessel for power. Even with that whale's ability, devouring power like that is not something the human body can withstand. With your body and soul constantly at the breaking point, it was the curse of immortality that sustained you. But that is not the path to strength. You have to pour your heart into it, work for it, dream of it. Instead, you stole something that didn't belong to you, and it backfired.
You're right. I should have known better, but I had already pushed myself to my limits, and he was still miles ahead of me. I miss your master. I miss the days when we were all together, troublemakers without a home.
I want to apologize to both of you.
After the beating we just gave you, I think we can call it even.
You're an interesting one as well. Sotologi's disciple. That's...
Oh my god, if she has to retell the experience, I'm gonna
It
frickin'...
can't have been an easy experience. I know what he's like. He
Oh my god, yes, yes! He is a hard, tough guy, yes!
to force you to catch up to him.
Bro.
All the while,
The writing for this quest is dog shit. It's so bad.
Like mountain climbers in the dark, never knowing how much higher.
True. But I made up my mind long ago. No matter how dark it gets, I will not give in to despair. I will overcome it. Besides, after hearing your story, I suspect what Master really wants is not a battle that demands his full strength, but rather a defeat without regrets.
Oh.
They've really strung us along.
Since you're his friend, you must have some things in common. The first time we came here, when you stabbed me through the fog and stole my power, I felt no emotion coming from that spike. But when you had to devote all your strength fighting me just now, I could feel joy and passion emanating from your blade. It was the joy of a researcher discovering the truth of the world. The joy of an artist uncovering a temple of wonders.
Interesting. I'm certain I didn't express those right.
Exactly. I think Master also craves a battle like that. One where his opponent forces him to use all his strength, unlock the extent of his potential, and transcend his own limits.
I mean, that makes sense for somebody who likes battles.
After which,
I mean, that's kind of like
all
Child's
can come to an
mentality
end,
too.
including, perhaps, his life. For that very reason, good and evil are meaningless to him. He has one purpose, one goal: to complete himself. It's one of the secrets to his strength.
Perhaps you're right. Perhaps that is his goal. What a battle that would...
Are you okay?
Too many different kinds of power are surging through me. I won't be able to hold on to... Sertologi once offered to free me from this curse. Now...
Damn.
I must ask that of you, Skirk. Can you release me from the pain?
I can, but not through death, if that's what you were hoping for. It's not a suitable punishment for your crime. As an alternative, I can take your consciousness, along with all the power you've consumed, and smash it to pieces. The impurities will dissipate, and under the curse of immortality, your mind and body will regenerate. When that process is complete, you will be back to who you were before. No longer tortured by powers you can't control, but it will be a time-consuming and painful process. The decision is yours to make.
I accept. And who knows? Perhaps I'll wake up in time to witness your great battle with Sertologi. I have faith that if we are climbers in the dark, it appears the dawn has finally broken for me. But your ascent continues. At least, it looks like you...
I will reach the top of this mountain, no matter what it takes. And you,
Oh, yeah.
Skirk, will be my witness at the end of all things.
That's finally over.
Yeah, I know,
Let's
right?
get out of here.
10 gems, bro. Alright, this has to be the end now. We killed the guy, or shattered his consciousness, I guess. Back from the thing. She got her power back. Open up a portal.
It's only been a few days, but it feels like forever. Once again, we've proved there's nothing we can't overcome. We're just that awesome.
I don't know about all that,
Wow.
but
You sound even more confident than usual. Guess you really have become stronger. Today sure went by fast. It's night already. Oh wait, that reminds Paimon. The stars you mentioned, the ones that died out, are they back now?
Yes. The power Skirk
Oh,
stole
interesting.
has been returned. So, the stars have regained their light.
Great! Huh, it's crazy that you even noticed their light was gone. There are so many stars in the sky. If a few disappeared, Paimon definitely wouldn't be able to tell.
I suppose it's because I have gazed upon this sky for centuries. The false stars, hanging in the meticulously planned sky, glittering with rotten light. It's not real. And yet, It is for that very reason that I can look upon it and enjoy the momentary peace it brings. Even the most beautiful of bubbles has to burst. We will return to the real universe one day, whether of our own volition or not. Time marches ever forward. Even the innocent and naive will taste life's bitterness. Yet through hardship, we grow, until we learn to seize the sands of time for ourselves, and uncover our true strength. Though we gaze upon a false sky, its vastness and majesty is palpable. One can only wonder, what is it going to take for kindness to reign supreme in the vast expanse of the universe?
Ugh. This is all going over Paimon's head. But if she knows one thing, it's that the Traveler always finds a way. Ever since we met, he has filled Paimon's days with happiness. If it's too big a job for one person, then we'll do it with two. And if two's still not enough, then three. We've met so many amazing friends and accomplished so many amazing things. As long as we don't give up, we can make any wish come true.
I suppose when it comes to you, anything is possible. Well, I should be going. Now that my power is no longer isolated from my emotions, I need more practice to get used to it.
When will we meet again?
I suppose fate will decide. Maybe we'll bump into each other on the street. Or maybe we'll reunite on a different planet entirely. Regardless, reunions and partings are but passing moments. More than anything, I hope that at the end of this journey, wherever it takes us, we stand in a world reborn. One without war, pain, or forced partings. One where new life can bloom, even where there was once nothing but scorched earth. For this, we must all work to become stronger.
Of course, Master.
If that's what you want to call me, I won't object. Goodbye.
The quest was good. It could have definitely cut out the entire part with the other guy.
Before. We definitely count as friends after all that, don't you think? Hey, what do you think about camping here tonight? There's nothing quite like sleeping under the stars. Come tomorrow, we can continue our journey.
Wow.
And since Paimon treated you to that
Yeah,
super
the quest was
nice
good.
restaurant,
It was
it's
very
about time you
good.
return
It
the
just,
favor.
the end there, man, it was totally unnecessary. It was starting to drag at that point. And again, like I said, like, the rewards you get are just so not worth, like... Alright. We can pull once. So let's end this stream with a pull. And let's hope that this goes well. Nope. All of that for a blue, my guy. All of that for a blue. That's so bad. Oh no. It's fine. Listen, I already kind of... Listen, I was coming into it already kind of knowing we were going to pull it off that fall. I just need to get the pity counter up. It's so bad. Bro, whatever. At least we got it done. That's one less thing that we have to freaking worry about.
Try and stop me!
It's just... I mean, it's a great story. Don't get me wrong. It's just... It's poorly written, man. Like, everything in Genshin is so poorly written. And it's not poorly written from, like, a perspective of, like... Like, it's just, like, redundant. Like, that was, like, a 3-hour long quest or whatever. It definitely could have been, honestly, like, an hour shorter. If you just didn't have to repeat things over and over. Maybe we'll get lucky, we'll get a purple or something, or a gold. No, of course not. Like, that's just the big thing, really. Like, it's just, oh my god, just shut up. Like, honestly, I didn't need to know the backstory of some random dude who we're about to just, like, kill. And how he was, like, his follower or whatever, and left him here. Like, it's just, like, it doesn't matter. Like, none of that matters. So it's just so long. But honestly, like, that's how the Archon quest is too, though. Like, you have to, like, repeat stuff, and it's just like, bro, like, if it's not substantial content, like, we don't need it. We don't need it. And this is why so many people want to skip the cutscenes, is like, you want to skip the cutscenes because, one, everything costs everything's so long for then you not being able to even, like, pull. Because that's the other thing too, like, you spend all this time doing this quest line, right? Which is great and all. And then like, for what? Because like, I just spent like 3 hours of my life grinding that out, and I have nothing to show for it besides a blue. Like, I'm not saying you should automatically get a purple or something, but like, I think you should definitely get at least one pull.
This
is my opinion. One pull, I think, is not. I think one pull for doing it, and then if you wanted to give like the 60 for doing it when it's new, that's fine.
Crumble.
But it's so annoying.
Check this out.
Order guide you. Stabilize.
Light of the blazing sun. Let's ride. Amazing.
Like that's the biggest thing. Alright. We'll do this. We'll run all this down. It's just, what are you gonna do? I mean, the bad thing is like there's no way to change anything, you know? Genshin's probably one of the least listening to feedback games ever. Like,
Incinerate.
unfortunately. And this is coming from someone who, like, again, I do love the game. There's just, it could be so much better.
Need a surfboard?
That, like,
Need a surfboard?
I just would like to see it be better. Because I know it can be better, is the whole point. But, hey man, whatever.
I am the cutting edge of fashion. Carving waves.
Stabilize. This is order.
Check this out. That's the mark. Light of the blazing sun.
Here. Of course, I also wish they did the thing that they have in Honkai where you could just like auto salvage like the non 5-star artifacts. They have the lock assist, which is fine, but I mean that's not what we need. I'm gonna do some Mora stuff real quick, because I think I do need Mora. I don't really have... So honestly, I have everyone pretty well geared at this point. I'm just perfecting artifacts at this point. I do need Mora though, because I spent so much in trying to upgrade all the artifacts that I just ran out. So, let's go. So I'll spend my transient, whatever it's called.
Scrub this color. Scatter.
Right.
Let's go.
order! Rise!
Light it up!
Carving waves!
Alright.
Epic waves!
Rise with the sun!
Hell yeah. Alright, I do like how you can now just drop it and do the whole thing. I do like that. That is a nice change. That is definitely a very welcome change.
Gather! This is order.
Let's go, Tomato.
Pyroclastic surge!
Let's ride!
Solidify!
Carving waves! Let's shred, Sharky!
Light of the blazing sun!
Beautiful. Alright. Transient. We'll do that. Pick all this up. We'll go to Fontaine. Actually, let's go to Mondstadt. Maybe we'll go to Mondstadt real quick. This is a lot of times that I've been wanting to go to Mondstadt, and I don't know if that triggers the quest or not. Because I usually spend time in Mondstadt or Fontaine. I'm not the biggest fan of Natlan. Natlan's also just like not a good place to kind of hang out in. Like,
Full throttle!
I have to like go out. Stanley. I do remember the Stanley quest line though. Actually, hold on. That looks something made. Let's see. Alright, cool. Right here. Oh yeah, I already did the dailies, yeah. So I guess that's it. We don't have any other pulls. Hopefully we pull her tomorrow. Like I said, I know Tuesday we're gonna get some free pulls. That's gonna be nice. Good thing I already had Shinho the very first time she dropped. But man, this has been a fucking terrible banner. And the bad thing is, like, the next character that comes out, I could not care less about. So it's like, oh, it sucks. But unfortunately, we need a... Hopefully we have an event or something that starts. Because I already did that one. I already did everything, so it's kind of... We could do, I guess, like, the regular story quest, but man... Again, those are so long for, like, just very little gain. It's so bad. So, anyways, guys, that's it from y'all. Take care, be safe, make good choices. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Sorry that we skipped a little bit of the cutscenes at the end there, but I mean, we skipped the redundant part because I couldn't do it anymore. But that's it from y'all. Take care, everybody. Peace.